Hello and welcome back to Triple G Sports Replays. Today we are going to resume the 1977 baseball season. It is Wednesday, May 18th. It's 12:30 and we are at Riverfront Stadium with the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Cincinnati Reds. Looking at the matchup here, Pittsburgh 24-8. They're a half game ahead of Philadelphia. They won their last game, which happened to be a game here in Cincinnati, 5-0. Candelaria had a shutout. They're 6-4 in the last 10, and on the road they're 11-4. And for the Cincinnati Reds, they are 18-5, tied with Los Angeles for first in the West. They did lose that last game, so they've lost one in a row. They're 5-5 in the last 10. At home, they're 9-6. And so let's start out with the starting lineups for the Pittsburgh Pirates. In center field, Omar Moreno. And batting second at short is Frank Taveras. Batting third and right, Dave Parker. Batting fourth and left is Al Oliver. Batting fifth, first baseman Bill Robinson. Batting sixth and second baseman Renee Stennett. Batting seventh, the third baseman Phil Garner. Batting eighth, the catcher Duffy Dyer. And pitching today will be Jerry Royce. He's a C-grade pitcher with a Y modifier. Your starting lineup for the home Cincinnati Reds. Batting first at third base, Pete Rose. Batting second, playing right, is Ken Griffey. Batting third at second is Joe Morgan. Batting fourth in left field is Bob Bailey. Batting fifth at short, Dave Concepcion. Batting sixth at first is Dan Dreesen. Batting seventh and catching will be Bill Plummer. Batting eighth in center field is Cesar Geronimo. And your starting pitcher today for the Reds will be Fred Norman. He's a B-grade pitcher with an XW modifier. So, Norman's out taking his warm-up pitches. Norman on the season 4-0 in 7 starts. Does have one complete game with a 3.88 ERA, 48 2/3 innings, 43 hits, 21 runs all earned. He's given up 3 home runs, has 18 walks to go with his 38 strikeouts. And he is going to face, leading off, will be Omar Moreno. Moreno, 28 games, batting .288. He is second in the league in stolen bases with 14, and he's tied for second, or he's in second with triples with 6. And the pitch to Moreno. A 32 is a 26. That's hit over to the right side. Second baseman Morgan grabs it, throws it over to Dreesen, and we have 1 away. Next up will be Frank Taveras. Taveras has appeared in 31 games, batting .244. He is first in the league in stolen bases with 19, and he's tied for third and for runs scored with 25. And the pitch, 53 is an 18, and that's hit over to short, and Concepcion cannot come up with it. And Dreesen will be on first with an error on Dave Concepcion. Concepcion's a 10. He doesn't cause too many errors. What is that for him? Number 5 on the year. So we got a runner on first, 1 down, and the always dangerous Dave Parker is up. Parker has appeared in all 32 games, batting .305, which is 7th in the league. He has 40 hits, that'll put him third. He's got 25 runs scored, tied for third. He is 9th in on base and 10th in slugging. And the pitch. A 35 is a 9, and that is going to be bloop single, and he stays in the infield, and he's going to beat it out. And so we're going to have runners on first and second. The speedy Parker beats the throw to first. And so we're one down, runners on first and second, and that will bring up Al Oliver. Oliver has appeared in 29 games, batting .306, fifth in the National League. He is 10th in slugging with .372, has 15 RBIs to go with his 4 home runs. And the pitch. A 53 is a 15, and that's going to be hit to left. Left fielder Bailey's only a 1 rating, so that's going to be a single to left. Tavares is going to score, and Parker will go to third, and the batter and Oliver to second on the throw. So Oliver gets an RBI single driving in Tavares, and it is 1-0 Pittsburgh. So in the top of the first, with 1, Pittsburgh with 1 out sees Oliver hit a single to left field. Tavares scores. And it's 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, so we got runners second and third. Infield's going to play deep. Bill Robinson's going to come to the plate. Robinson has appeared in 18 games, batting .365. He does have 2 home runs and 13 RBIs. And the pitch. A 45 is a 14, and that will be a walk. And so Norman's going to load the bases with 1 down, and that'll bring up Renee Stennett. Stennett appeared in 31 games, batting a .317, 4th in the National League. He has got 38 hits. That'll put him tied for 6th. He does have 7 stolen bases. That puts him tied for 9th. And his .388 on base will put him at 5th in the National League. The Reds are playing deep, looking for the double play. And the pitch. 32 is a 26. That's going to be hit over to Morgan. He throws it to Concepcion, to Dreesen, double play, and the Reds get out of a jam. 4-6-3 double play. 4-6-3. And so Pittsburgh leaves 2. And through half an inning, it's 1-0 Pirates. All right. Jerry Royce will come up to warm up. Royce on the season is 5-1. He's tied for 5th with the 5 wins in the National League. Has a .323 ER rate. 8 games, completed 4 of them. That'll be tied for 3rd in the league. He does have 1 shutout. He has pitched 61 1/3 innings, given up 55 hits, 22 runs all earned, only 2 home runs, has 15 walks, and is tied for 7th in the National League with 46 strikeouts. And he is going to face Pete Rose. Rose has appeared in all 33 games, batting .293. He's 1st in the league in 30 runs scored. Tied for 4th with hits at 39. Tied for 8th with RBIs, 22. He is 4 triples, will put him tied for 4th. And he does have 17 walks, which will put him in the top 10. And the pitch. A 55 is a 7, and that's going to be a hit to right, and that's going to drop for a single. Rose rounds first and holds, and so we've got a runner on. That'll bring up Ken Griffey. Griffey's appeared in all 33 games, batting .301. That's 8th in the National League. He does have 41 hits that'll put him second. 11 doubles has him tied for second. And he does have 4 triples tied with Rose for 4th. His 19 walks will put him 8th in the league. And he's got a .385 on base percentage, puts him at 6th. So he's definitely among the leaders in the National League. And the pitch. A 53 is a 16. And that's to center field. That'll be a single. Runner goes to second, and Rose is going to leg it out to third on the throwing error by the center fielder. So we're going to have runners at the corners. Error by Moreno. And so we'll have runners at the corners, nobody out. For Moreno, that'll be his second error on the season. And that'll bring up former last year's MVP, Joe Morgan. Morgan's appeared in 33 games. He's only batting .256, but he is 7th in the league with on base at .380 because he's got 24 walks, 4th in the league. He does have 10 stolen bases, that'll put him 5th. And he's got 23 RBIs, which will put him tied for 5th. He's a dangerous bat here. And the pitch. 46 is a 13. He's going to go down swinging, and that'll be 1 away. First strikeout of the day for Royce. And that'll bring up Bob Bailey. Bailey has only appeared in 8 games. He's 1 for 19. Does have a walk to go with his 4 strikeouts. Infield will play deep. And the pitch. 15 is a 10. And that is going to be a single over the second base bag. Rose will score. Griffey is running for third. The throw, he is out. And so we do get a single for Bailey, an RBI single, but Griffey thrown out from center fielder Moreno. That'll make up for his 1 error. Score that 8-5. And that'll be 2 down. Runner to second. So bottom of the first. Cincinnati with 1 out sees Bailey with a single. To over second base. And Rose scores, and it's 1-1. All right, Bailey's on second, 2 down. And that will bring up Dave Concepcion. Concepcion's appeared in 32 games, batting .290. He is 4th in the league in stolen bases with 11. And the pitch. 15's an 11. And that's going to be a single to left. Bailey is looking around. He will score with a close play at home. And so the Reds are going to take a 1-run lead. So with 2 out, Dave Concepcion, single to left, and Bailey was running with the pitch, scores from second base. It's 1-2 Cincinnati. All right. Now an 11's a steal pitch, so I do use a modifying system for steals because otherwise you get way too many with APBA Basic. So our catcher is Dwyer, he's an 8. And our pitcher, Royce, is a left-handed batter. Concepcion, though, is a pretty good stealer. So let's see, we've got Dreesen up to bat. Dan Dreesen appeared in 30 games, batting .269, has 3 home runs to go with his 18 RBIs. And so the pitch, Concepcion goes, left, and the throw, he is safe. So Concepcion steals the bag. That's going to be stolen base number 12 for him. It's 0-1 to Dreesen. All right. Royce winds up and the pitch. An 11's a 6, and that's going to be a hard hit ball to the gap and left. Concepcion's going to score, and Dreesen's going to stand up at second base with a stand-up double. And that's going to make it 3-0. Cincinnati. So Dreesen with 2 outs hits a double to the gap in left center, scoring Concepcion. And in the bottom of the first, it's 1-3. That will bring up Bill Plummer. Plummer's appeared in 12 games, batting .139. He does have a double and 2 RBIs. And the pitch. A 46 is a 13, and he will go down swinging, and that will retire the side. Second strikeout of the game for Jerry Royce, but not before the Reds put a crooked number on the scoreboard. And so we're through 1, and it is 1-3, the home team. All right, Norman comes out to do his warm-up pitches. And he's going to face the bottom of the order. First up, Phil Gardner. Gardner has appeared in all 32 games. He's only batting .233, but he packs a wall up. 7 home runs, puts him tied for 5th in the league. 21 RBIs, puts him 10th. Out of his 27 hits, 15 are extra bases. If he hits it, it's going to go. And the pitch. 51 is a 9. And just as we say that, he loops one over short into left field, and that's a single. So Pirates man on first. Duffy Dyer's up. Dyer, 23 games, batting .338. No home runs, but he does have 4 doubles to go with his 13 RBIs. And the pitch to Dyer. 34 is a 31. That'll be hit in the air to center. Geronimo's there, makes play, and there's 1 down. That will bring up the pitcher, Jerry Royce. Royce is going to try to lay down the bunt. A 55 is a 9, and he will succeed. That's going to be hit over to third, left side of the infield. Third baseman Garner grabs it, throws it over to first base. Instead of covering, call that 5-4 sacrifice. And we got 2 down. Garner makes his way to second. Score that 5-4. 2 down, a runner on second. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Omar Moreno, 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. 52 is a 27. That is hit over to third. Rose will grab it, throw it to first, and the side is retired. Cincinnati will strand one, or excuse me, Pittsburgh will strand one. Score that 5-3. And so we are through 1.5, still 1-3 Cincinnati. All right. Jerry Royce comes out with the warm-up. He's going to face the 8th and 9th batters in the order for Cincinnati. And so he's going to face Cesar Moreno, Geronimo. Geronimo for Cincinnati has appeared in 32 games, batting .290. He is, or excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong guy. Geronimo appeared in 30 games, batting .219. He does have 4 doubles and 2 home runs to go with his 12 RBIs. And the pitch. A 52 is a 27, and that is going to be hit over to the right side. No, yeah, that'll be picked up by Gardner. Throws it to first, 1 away. Norman, the pitcher, will be up. Norman he is 0 for 17. Does have 1 run scored and 1 RBI. And the pitch. 16's a 28. That's hit over to the left side. Shortstop Taveras grabs it, throws it to first, 2 down. That will bring us up to top of the order, Pete Rose. Rose, 1 for 1 with a run scored. And the pitch. 33 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 26 is a 6. That's hit to the gap and right. That's down. Rose is rounded, going to second, and he will be in safe with a double. So 2 down. And that'll bring up Ken Griffey, who's 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. 22 is a 7, and that's going to be hit to right, and that will drop. Rose is rounded third. He's going to score, and it's now 4-1 Cincinnati. So on the bottom of the second, Cincinnati with 2 outs sees Ken Griffey hit a single to right field, which scores a Rose. 1-4 Cincinnati. Joe Morgan's up. Morgan's 0 for 1, had that strikeout. And the pitch. 26 is a 32. That's hit in the air to right. Parker will drift over and make the catch, and the side's retired. Cincinnati leaves another runner, but they bring 1 home. And so we are through 2, and it is 4-1 Cincinnati. Norman comes out to do his warm-up pitches. And he is going to face Frank Taveras. Taveras 0 for 1 with a run scored. And the pitch. 66 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 53 is a 6. And that's going to be hit to the gap and right. And Taveras will round first, and he will be in second with a double. It's going to bring up Dave Parker. And that star on that 6 means he's going to try to steal third on the first pitch. So Norman is a left-handed pitcher. He's going with Plummer, who is a 7. And we got a speedy Tavares. So he is going to try to steal third, and he is off with the pitch. A 41. He is safe. So it's 1-0, and Tavares steals third. As far as I know, that might be my first time this season hitting a 6-star on any card. And for Tavares, that's stolen base number 20, which definitely leads the league. So we got a runner on third, nobody out. It's 1-0 to Parker. Cincinnati will play deep. And the pitch. 63 is a 31, and that's going to be hit in the air to center. Geronimo runs over, makes the catch, throws it in, but Tavares will beat the throw, and Pittsburgh gets one back. Sacrifice fly by Dave Parker, and it's 2-4 now in the top of the third. So Pittsburgh with nobody out sees Parker. Sacrifice fly to center. Tavares scores, and how important was that steal on third? So we got one down. That'll bring up Al Oliver. Oliver 1-for-1 with an RBI single, and the pitch. 43 is a 29. That's going to be a strikeout. He's called third strike. And that'll be 2 down. First strikeout of the day for Fred Norman. And that will see Bill Robinson up. Robinson had to walk his last time up. And the pitch. 51 is an 8, and that's going to be hit to center. Geronimo runs it down, and the side is retired. So Pittsburgh gets one back, and it is 2-4 Cincinnati. Jerry Royce comes out to warm up. He's going to face the heart of the order for the Reds. First man up is going to be Bob Bailey. Bailey had that RBI single, scored a run, and the pitch. A 64 is a 41, and that is going to be a throwing error by the pitcher. He hits a comebacker to the mound. Royce, wild throw to first, and Bailey will get all the way to second base on the wild throw. Royce, first error of the season on him, and he doesn't do himself any favors. That'll bring up Dave Concepcion. Had that RBI single, along with a stolen base and scored a run. We're going to see the infield playing deep, and the pitch. 41 is a 24. That's going to be a hard hit ball. In the air here to the left side, and shortstop Tavares gets underneath it, and we have one down. That will see Dan Dreesen come up. Dreesen had that RBI double here earlier in the game, and so infield still playing deep, and the pitch. 25 is a 10, and that is going to be an hit to the left side of the infield, and Dreesen is going to beat the throw. Bailey will get to third, and so we're going to have runners at the corners as Dreesen beats out the throw on an infield blooper. And now we got runners at the corners and 2 out. Plummer's up. 0-for-1 with that strikeout. Infield playing deep, looking for a double play. And the pitch. 24 is a 13 plumber. Will go down swinging. That's twice this game. And there's now 2 down. And that will see Cesar Geronimo up. 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch from Royce. 36 is a 33. And that's going to be hit high in the air on the right side. Joe Norman gets under it and makes the catch, and the sides are tired. And so Cincinnati's going to leave 2 and not get anyone in. And so that'll be the first time Pittsburgh's been able to hold them without a run. We're through 3. It's 2-4. Cincinnati Reds. All right, Norman out to warm up. He's going to face Renee Stennett. Stennett 0 for 1. And the pitch. A 13 is a 14, and that'll draw a walk. He won't take first base. And so we're going to have a runner on first, nobody out, and Phil Garner up. Garner 1 for 1. And the pitch. 46 is a 29, and that is going to be hit to the mound. Norman throws to the shortstop at second, and that'll be a force. Score that 1-6. Norman. Garner will be, on first on that fielder's choice. And that's going to bring up Dwyer. Dwyer 0 for 1. Infield's going to play back, looking for the double play. And the pitch. A 35 is a 14, and that will be a walk. And so, third walk of the game for Norman. That's going to put runners on first and second with Jerry Royce up. He bunted safely his last time up. I think we're just going to let him swing away and hope he can put something in play and get Garner to score. So, the pitch to Royce. 33 is an 8. And that's going to be hit over to third base. Rose will throw it across the diamond to get Royce, but we've advanced the runners. So now we got runners at second and third with 2 away. Score that 5-3. But the Pirates are threatening. Omar Moreno's up, 0 for 2 on the day. And the pitch. A 15 is an 11, and that's going to be a single to left. Gardner's going to score. Hang on, he got 11. Single to left. Gardner's going to score. Dwyer scores. And the Pirates have tied it up. So we're now 4-4 here in the top of 4th. So Pittsburgh with 2 out sees Moreno get a single to left, and that scores Garner and Dwyer. 4-4. All right, Tavares is up. Tavares 1 for 2, has that double, has scored 2 runs. Now Moreno rolled a stolen base number. He's going to run. Moreno, see our pitcher Norman, he's a lefty. Our catcher Plummer is a 7. And Moreno, let's see here, he's gonna be tough to get. Let's see, and the pitch, a 54, he will be safe. So Moreno will get a stolen base. Omar Moreno, it's number 15 on the season. His Pirate team likes to run, and the count 1-1. So we got Moreno on second, Tavares with a 1-1 count, 2 down, and the pitch. 26 is a 27, and that's going to be hit over to the right side. Rose will grab it, throw across the diamond to get the runner. And so the Pirates will leave 1, but not before they get 2 more runs, and we're halfway through 4, and it's tied 4-4. It is not a pitcher's duel. Jerry Royce comes out to warm up. He's going to face Norman. Norman's 0 for 1. And the pitch. Snake Eyes will be an 8, and that's going to be hit to the gap and left, and that will drop for a hit. Norman will stay at first, and so we've got runners on for the Reds with Pete Rose coming up. Rose 2 for 2, has a double and 2 runs scored. And the pitch. 23 is a 26. That's going to be hit over to the right side. Stennett will grab it, take Norman out at second, and no double play. So Rose will stay on with a fielder's choice. Score that 4-6. We got 1 down. Next up will be Ken Griffey. Griffey's 2 for 2 with an RBI. And the pitch. 45 is a 14, and that will be a walk. First walk of the game for Royce. And now we got runners, first and second with 1 out. Infield's playing deep, looking for the double play. Joe Morgan's up 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and the pitch. 31 is a 9, and that will be hit over to third base. Garner grabs it, throws it across the diamond to get Morgan, but runners are going to advance. Score that 5-3. The second out, but we got runners now on second and third. And that will bring up Bob Bailey. Bailey, 1 for 1. Excuse me, 1 for 2. Does have an RBI and a run scored. And the pitch. 13 is a 14. He's going to draw a walk. So the bases are going to be loaded. And Dave Concepcion is up. Concepcion's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Infield playing deep. And the pitch. 12 will be a 25. And that's going to be a comebacker to the mound. Royce will grab it, throw over to first, and the side's retired. Score that 1-3. Cincinnati strands 3 and does not get anyone in. And so we're through 4, and we're still tied 4-4. All right. Norman's going to come out, pitch the 5th. he will face Dave Parker. Dave Parker is 1 for 1 with that sacrifice fly. And the pitch. 34 is a 31. That's going to be hit in the air to center. Hit right to Geronimo. He doesn't have to move. Makes the catch. And that's 1 away. So that will bring up Al Oliver. Oliver, 1 for 2 with an RBI and a strikeout. And the pitch. 62 is a 12. That's going to be hit on the ground over to first. Dreesen will grab it, take it himself, and that's 2 away. That will bring up Bill Robinson. Robinson 0 for 1 with a walk. And the pitch. 33 is a 5, and that's going to be hit down the first base line to the corner and right. Robinson rounds first, heads to second, and he will be in with a double. For Robinson, 3rd double of the season. That'll bring up Renee Stennett, 0 for 1 with a walk. And the pitch from Norman. 55 is an 8, and that's going to be hit down the line to first baseman, snapped there by Dreesen. He'll go over, touch the bag, and so the Pirates will leave 1. And so we're through 4.5, still tied 4-4. Jerry Royce will come out to start the 5th inning. A lot of pitches being thrown by these 2 starters. Starting to get a little bit of activity in some of the bullpens. Dan Dreesen's up 2 for 2 with a double and an RBI. And the pitch. 63 is a 31. That'll be hit to center. Moreno drifts over, makes the catch, and we got 1 down. That we'll see Bill Plummer up. Plummer's 0 for 2, struck out twice. And the pitch. 33 is an 8, and that will be hit to the gap and left. He's gonna round, but Moreno gets the ball in a hurry. Plummer will hold there at first with a single. And so we're going to have runner on first, 1 out. Cesar Geronimo up. He's 0 for 2. And the pitch. A 36 is a 33. That's going to be popped up on the left side. High fly ball here. Gardner drifts over, makes the catch. We got 2 away. And that'll bring up Fred Norman. Norman, 1 for 2. And the pitch. 36 is a 33, and that will be popped up on the left side. He jammed him. Gardner makes a catch, and the sides are tired. Cincinnati leaves another runner, and we're through 5, still tied 4-4. All right. Norman's going to go out and start the 6th. We're going to see Phil Garner up. Garner 1 for 2 with a run. And the pitch. 56 is going to be 34, and that'll be popped up to the left side. Shortstop Concepcion's there. We got 1 away. Duffy Dwyer's up. 0 for 1. He does have a walk and a run scored. And the pitch. 56 is a 34. That'll be popped up to the left side. And Concepcion's there to make it. And now we have 2 away. That's going to bring up the spot for Jerry Royce. But we're going to see a pinch hitter here. So Royce has gone 5 innings today. 4 runs, 2 were earned. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hits though. On 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. And pinch hitting for him will be Kirkpatrick. There we go. So Kirkpatrick for the Pirates has appeared in 13 games, batting .269. Has 1 double, 3 RBIs. And the pitch. 54 is a 32. That's hit in the air to right. And Griffey's there to make the catch. And the side will be retired. So, pinch hitter Kirkpatrick in the 6th inning for Royce doesn't do anything, and so we're through 5.5. Still tied. Coming out to face the Reds is going to be Grant Jackson. So Jackson, C-grade relief pitcher. No modifier. And he is going to face the top of the order for the Reds. Or excuse me, the top of the order for the Reds here. Pete Rose, 2 for 3, has 2 runs scored in that double. And the pitch. A 51 is an 8, and that's going to be hit to the gap and left. That's down for a hit. Rose will round first and hold, and he's 3 hits on the day. That'll bring up Ken Griffey, 2 for 2, with a walk and an RBI. Infield's playing deep, looking for a double play. And the pitch. Snake Eyes is 0. That's a hard hit ball. 23 is a 6. That's hard hit to the gap and left. Rose rounds third and scores. Griffey will be in at second on the save on the throw. And Cincinnati gets the lead back. So bottom of the 6th. Cincinnati with nobody out sees Griffey hit a double to, he's going to hit a double, and Rose scores 4-5 Cincinnati. That will bring up Joe Morgan. Morgan's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And the pitch to Morgan. 26 is a 32. That's going to be hit in the air to right. Parker's there to make the catch. And Griffey will hold. So we've got 1 down, runner on second, with Bob Bailey up. Bailey's 1 for 2. Does have a walk. And the pitch. 23 is a 26. That's hit on the ground to the right side. Stennett will grab it. Look over to Griffey. Fire to first. And we have 2 away. Score that 4-3. And that will bring up Dave Concepcion. Concepcion's 1 for 3. And the pitch. 35 is a 39. And Griffey takes off for third. Dwyer's going to throw, and he is out. Griffey is out trying to steal third. Score that 2-5. And that's going to retire the side. Griffey, that's the second time he's been caught stealing. He had his 12th double of the year, but to no avail. That's going to end it. Concepcion will lead off back when we get back to the next inning, but right now the Reds do get 1 back, and so it's 5-4 Cincinnati. All right. Pittsburgh is up here on the top of the 7th. Omar, we're going to see, let's see, is Norman coming back out? He's going to come out and at least get the inning started. We'll see how long he can go. Omar Moreno will be up. Moreno's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And the pitch. 23 is a 27, and he will go down swinging. Second strikeout of the game for Norman, which will bring up Frank Tavares, who's 1 for 3, does have a double and 2 runs scored. And the pitch. A 65 is a 35. That'll be popped up here back by the backstop. Plummer throws off the mask, makes the catch, and that's 2 down. And I think that's it for Norman. He's going to go 6 2/3, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits. Did walk 3, but he'll have 2 strikeouts. And so we're going to see, I think we're going to bring in Pedro Bourbon. To pitch. And where's the bottom of the order? The bottom of the order here is Bailey. So can we find left, second? We do a double switch. Second, left, second, right. Yeah, we can. We can bring in Armbrister. We're going to do a double switch. So Norman's going to come out. We're going to see Ed Armbrister come in. Slot him in on the 9th spot of the order. He's going to play left field. And we'll take Bailey out. And so in the 4th spot, we'll see Pedro Bourbon. Pitch. Bourbon, B grade pitcher with a Z modifier. All right. That's going to bring up Dave Parker. Parker, 1 for 2 with a sac fly. And the pitch from Bourbon is a 15. That'll be a 10. And that's going to be hit over second base into center field. And Parker will hold at first, and we have a runner on. Al Oliver's up. Oliver's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Does have an RBI. Infield plays deep, and the pitch. 65 is a 35, and that's going to be popped up behind home plate. Plummer's there, makes catch, and the sides are tired, so the Pirates lead 1. Are not able to get a run across, and so we hit the 7th inning stretch. It is 4-5 Cincinnati. All right, Jackson's coming out to pitch the bottom of the inning. He is going to face Dave Concepcion. Concepcion, 1 for 3. And the pitch. 14's a 30. That's hit in the air to left. Oliver's there, makes a catch. 1 down. I'm looking at Jackson on the season. He is no wins, no loss, no saves. He appeared in 8 games with a 2.25 ERA. He's got 12 innings pitched before today. 10 hits. 3 runs all earned with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Teresen's up 2 for 3 with a double. And the pitch. 34 is a 31. That's hit in the air to center. Moreno runs it down to the track and gets it 2 down. That will bring up Bill Plummer. Plummer got a hit his last time up. And 1 for 3 with those 2 strikeouts. And the pitch. 51's a 14. He will draw a walk. And so Jackson puts one on. He's going to face Cesar Geronimo, who's 0 for 3. And the pitch. 46-13. He goes down swinging. Strikeout for Jackson. And so we get through 7 innings, and we're still looking 1-run lead for the Reds. All right. Let's see. I think that's going to be it for the day for Jackson. 2 innings, 2 hits. Looks like he got 1 strikeout and 1 walk. And Bourbon's going to come out, pitch the top of the 8th. He's going to face Bill Robinson. Some first base. Yep, Bill Robinson's up. Robinson, 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. And the pitch. 32 is a 26. That's hit on the right side. Second baseman Morgan grabs it, throws it to first. We got 1 down. That will bring up Renee Stennett. Stennett, 0 for 2 with a walk. And the pitch. 12 is a 25. That's hit on the ground to the right side of the infield. Morgan grabs it again, throws it to first. We have 2 away with Phil Garner coming up. Garner, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And the pitch. 52 is a 27. That's hit to the left side. Rose grabs it, throws it to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. We're through 7.5. Still looking at Pittsburgh 4, Cincinnati 5. We're gonna have a new pitcher. Looks like Kent DeColvey's gonna come out to pitch. Let's see where to bring in. Looks like Willie Stargell's going to come in and play first for Robinson. So he'll line up in the 9th spot. And then we'll shove DeColvey in the 5 spot. All right. So DeColvey is a B grade reliever with a Y modifier. And we're into the bottom of the 8th. Oops, sorry about that. And we're going to bring up Ed Armbrister. So first off for DeColvey. DeColvey is 2-1 with 2 saves. He's appeared in 11 games, 2.51 ERA, 14 1/3 innings with 14 hits, 4 runs all earned, no home runs, 4 walks with 9 strikeouts. Ed Armbrister has appeared in 15 games. He's batting .259, does have 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. And the pitch to Armbrister. Wild pitch. 25 is a 9, and that's going to be hit over short, and that's going to drop for a single. He'll round first and hold, and so is Cincinnati with another runner on. That's going to bring up Pete Rose. So Rose, 3 for 4 on the day with 3 runs. And the pitch. 45 is a 14. That'll be a walk. And so DeColvey, 2 men face, 2 men on. And it doesn't get a whole lot easier with Ken Griffey coming up. 3 for 3 for Griffey. His 12th double of the season, 2 RBIs. Infield playing deep, looking for that double play. And the pitch. 21 is a 30. That's going to be hit in the air to left. Oliver will make the grab, get the throw in. Runners are all going to hold. So we have 1 down. That'll bring up Joe Morgan. Morgan's been struggling. He's 0 for 4 today with a strikeout. And the pitch to Morgan. 44 is an 8. And that will be hit over to third base. Garner's going to grab it, throw it to first, get Morgan. But the runners are going to advance. Score that 5-3. We got 2 down, but runners on first and second, or second and third. And that's going to bring up the pitcher's spot. And so we're going to see Summers come in to pitch hit. Champ Summers. So Bourbon went an inning. 6 2/3. He went, so we're at 7. Yeah, went 1 inning. The book's not closed yet, but as of now, yeah, he had no runs. Wait, he went 1 1/3. Gave up no runs. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Only 1 hit. And no walks, no strikeouts. Summers, I can't write tonight. Champ Summers will pinch hit in the bottom of the 8th. Now Summers for Cincinnati has appeared in 11 games. He's 1 for 8. Does have a 2-run double. We got 2 outs, runners at 2nd and 3rd, and the pitch. 62 is a 12, and that is going to be a strikeout. He goes down swinging. And so the Reds strand 2 more. They've left 10 on base. And we're through 8 innings. And it is still 4-5. And who's coming out to pitch? Looks like Eastwick's going to come out for the save situation. Raleigh Eastwick comes out to warm up. He is a C-grade reliever with a Z modifier. And with his 2-grade pitching, it's going to bump everything up. So that puts Cincinnati at a 41 and a 35, which means they are fielding column 1 on everything as far as team ratings are concerned. Eastwick has appeared in 18 games. He's 0-1, but has 4 saves, tied for 2nd in the league. He's got a 3.21 ERA, 28 innings pitched with 22 hits, 11 runs, 10 of them earned. He does have 4 home runs, and he's got 11 walks with 12 strikeouts. And so we will see Dwyer's up for Pittsburgh. Is he going to hit? Yes, he is. So W. Dyer's up over 2 with a walk and a run scored. And the pitch. 33 is a 7, and that is hit to right, and that's going to drop for a single. And he will hold on first. And that'll bring up Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell has appeared in 19 games, batting .291. He does have 5 home runs, and he's got 16 RBIs to go along with that. And let's see if he can tie this game up or even take the lead in one swing. And the pitch. A 21's a 13. Nope, he goes down swinging. 1 down for the Bucks. That's going to bring up the top of the order. Omar Moreno's up. Moreno's 1 for 4. Does have that 2 RBIs. Infield's playing deep, looking to end the game. And the pitch. A 31's a 14. That will be a ball. 1-0. to Moreno. And the pitch. 24 is a 13. He's going to go down looking. 2 strikeouts for Eastwick. And the crowd, 28,011 paid attendance. They are getting loud. Frank Tavares due up. Tavares 1 for 4 with a double, 2 runs scored. And the pitch. 41's a 24, and that's hit on the ground to short. Concepcion grabs it, throws it across the diamond, and the game is over. Tavares grounds out to end the game. And the Pittsburgh Pirates will lose to the Cincinnati Reds by a score of 4-5. Line for the Pirates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits and 2 fielding errors. The line for Cincinnati, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits and 1 fielding error. Your winning pitcher is Fred Norman of Cincinnati. He's going to go to 5-0. Your losing pitcher is going to be Jackson for the Pirates. And Jackson's record will go to 0-1. Eastwick comes in, gets the save. That'll be save number 5 for him. And player of the game. I would say player of the game needs to be Pete Rose. Pete Rose went 3 for 4 with a double, 3 runs scored, and a walk. He was on base 4 of the 5 times. He is your player of the game. Thanks for following along. If you like what you see here, please hit like and subscribe. And I want to thank you once again for watching Triple G Sports Replays.